Stop making all them old man noises.
Oh man, I tell you, I can't anymore.
You can't what?
Stop making old man noises.
Well, that's really a great way to start a Friday afternoon here.
Nah, I can't stop. Won't stop.
Making old man noises. And who are you?
The old man, John Colder Ice Lawson.
I'm
Uh,
Brent Leary.
I had to take that. That feels way better.
What happened? What do you
Ah,
got? A bad sciatica or something?
yeah, man, my back been hurting all day today, so I had to take this pad off my chair, and now that feels better.
Were you
All right.
trying to be like a young person and hanging out last night or something?
No, didn't hang out. Uh,
Weren't you at one of them concerts?
Beyonce.
Oh, you're the Beehive, right? Isn't that what you call
Yeah,
it?
you know what? And a proud member at this point. I
All right.
am definitely on the train at this point. That
On the train.
was the best concert I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen a lot of concerts,
That
like
sounds
a
pretty
lot of
sacrilegious.
concerts.
Sounds pretty sacrilegious considering who you've seen. So,
Yep. Well, and I think people get a little bit attached to the performer, and I'm talking about the show.
well, that's one and the
Nobody put
same for
on a
me.
show like that.
Well, as I said,
It's
I'm
impossible.
more about the actual performer,
Yeah. Well, that's a different
not
conversation.
all the glitz and glam going all around. I
That's a
like to
different
see the
conversation.
performer with his tool or her tools of choice just going to work.
Yeah. Well, she did all that too and
Oh,
put on a
she got
show.
down with the guitar? Really? Okay.
No, hers is a
She jammed on
voice.
the piano? Got
She's
down on the
got
piano?
a
Got on the bass? Started
amazing
doing the thump
voice.
bass?
She can
None of that,
dance.
huh?
She can
None of
sing.
that. Oh, who
She can
can't?
command the stage.
A lot of
She
people can do
is who
that.
she
A lot of
is.
people can do that, and she is one of those people.
No, she's not just one of those.
She is just like your girl Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't think so. Taylor Swift
No, you're
hasn't
right.
been in
Taylor
the
Swift
game.
gets bigger audiences,
Well, she's
unfortunately.
white. Give me a break.
Oh God, why I got to go there?
Well, I mean, if you're going to make the comparison, let's make the goddamn
Well,
comparison.
I just said she's bigger.
I mean, hell,
It,
you're talking about you're talking about in a country
I'm just
of country
saying.
music fans.
Oh, is she
Like,
country music? I
no,
have no
she's pop
idea.
music.
Don't,
She's pop
I
music.
know nothing
But
about her.
I mean, hey, I ain't taking nothing away from Taylor Swift. I think she's great. She just ain't been here for 25 years yet. So that's a difference.
A
That's
lot
the
of people
only
have been here for
differentiator
25 years.
between
Well, she's been there a
Beyonce
long
and
time.
Taylor. She has. I ain't gonna try to take nothing away from her.
Yes.
That's the problem. I think that's one of the biggest problems. I don't see people talk about Bruce Springsteen and then be like, but yeah, Paul McCartney. It's only when you talk about women that you got to set up another woman against them. You can't have two great ones. There can only be one great. That's a little annoying.
Really?
Absolutely. I
I
only see
I
that
think
in
aren't they
that
both
kind of
great?
thing. I do think they're both great, but I'm saying if I'm having a conversation about Bruce Springsteen, we don't go around and start trying to tear him down by comparing him to somebody else that's from the same genre. That's just, I don't know. I
Well,
think
it
it's
happens
very
all the
sexist.
time.
No, it's
You
very
remember
sexist.
that thing they used to call Michael versus Prince in the
Yeah, but
80s?
see, that's what I was going to say. The other way that they do that is with black people. There can only be one. It's the same thing.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, trust me, I do. I've been around. I be paying
Well,
attention to a lot of shit.
you've been around.
I'm
You're
an
old.
old man.
Yeah. Wow,
That's
this is
right.
so refreshing. When did you flip the switch and decide to embrace your age? Because before you were out running and hiding, ducking and darting. Now you just soaking it all in. I like that.
I got a year and a half left before I hit the sixth floor. So it is what it is.
Hello, Lisa, cousin Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes, we are
I
good
mean,
people.
I know I'm
We are
like,
good people.
but yeah, absolutely. Taylor Swift is doing great things. I think Janet had a great run this year. I think Sting is about to have a great run. This has been the year of the comeback concerts. Bruce Springsteen is getting ready to go back. I'm sure he's going to have a great run. So it's just really been
And why are you trying to diss him earlier?
Who?
You were dissing Bruce.
You mean earlier this year?
You were dissing earlier this like 5 minutes ago.
No, I said that you don't talk about Bruce Springsteen and then bring in Paul McCartney. That's all I said. I wasn't dissing him. Yeah. I've dissed him before. Don't get me wrong.
Cousin Lisa says she loves Sting.
Oh, do you? Oh my God, me too.
She said Usher had a good run.
Did he?
Oh, you didn't go to Usher, whatever his name is.
Rusher?
Yeah,
no,
Blusher.
I'm not going to an Usher concert.
Why not? Why are you hating on Blusher?
I'm not hating on him. I just wouldn't pay my money to see Usher.
Dang. Okay.
Paul McCartney? Do you know I saw Usher?
Paul McCartney?
McCartney.
No, that says McCarthy.
Yeah, she missed it in. you know, I saw Usher one time when he was young, opening for Prince here in Atlanta. Believe it or not, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's probably about 1997.
Dang, now that's 26 years ago.
Yeah, he was opening. I remember he didn't have a full. I think he might have had 2 albums, right? And so he filled the set with Bobby Brown. You know, he would do a couple Bobby Brown songs. It was interesting. And I was like, man, this kid's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's going to, and I guess, you think about it. I think I don't want to get too fast. Other than, Vanity 6 and The Time, he's the only person I've ever seen open for Prince. 18 times.
He did it 18 times?
No, I'm saying out of 18 times seeing Prince.
Oh, okay.
He ain't. So that just was a testimony to what Prince saw in Usher.
By the way, Lisa says Paul and Dolly are going to do a remake of one of his.
I heard. And Ringo is actually joining in as well.
Ringo is always. I think Ringo gets short shifted.
That's because he's the drummer.
Did you see that? That documentary they did, it was on, I think it was on Apple TV, where it's like 18 hours of footage of them as they were working on their, I guess, one of their last albums or something like that. And Ringo was the most chill out of all 4 of them.
He seemed like he was always chill.
Yeah.
He seemed like he was just a chill guy.
Ringo was coming to Charleston in November. Oh.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
like on tour?
Did Ringo have his own band? Because
yeah,
kind of lost
track. I think it was like Ringo and the All-Stars or something like that.
I thought that was Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars.
No, for some reason I'm sure. I mean, he's had a couple of songs hits. Wow.
Looks like Lisa has gone to a lot of concerts too. Is that running the family? Is that?
I don't know. I mean, not in my immediate family. I'm the only one that's just like a concert whore.
Okay, so Thomas picked up on. First of all, hello, Thomas. I sounded like Newman from Seinfeld. Hello, Thomas. You're not a Seinfeld person. I forget. Did you ever watch Seinfeld, by the way?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know. I thought you were one of those, black folks that hated Seinfeld.
You know what? It's funny. I found Seinfeld before it went, before it became a hit. Yeah, like it before, like when it was on Tuesday.
When it was called the Seinfeld Chronicles.
Well, was it called the Seinfeld Chronicles?
Yes, that was the original name, the Seinfeld Chronicles.
I remember, and then it hit its stride, and it just got
it was so good every week.
So good, it's just I don't know. And to this day, I'm a big Larry David fan.
My 2 favorite, I would say 2 of my top 5 favorite sitcoms of all time: Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb.
Curb.
Yeah.
Curb might actually be ahead of Seinfeld at this
I
point.
think Curb is ahead of
They
Seinfeld.
went
I would
off
agree.
on that show.
I would agree. Curb is actually ahead.
I mean, he
of
was able to do
Seinfeld.
the full David on Curb, which is just awesome. I
He's
love
so
that.
ridiculous. He's so
All
ridiculous.
he was doing is playing himself like at a heightened level or something.
And you know that show is improv?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
I
made
mean,
it so good.
That's just, yeah. It's
No,
just
you can't
insane.
script all that stuff. I mean, you can't. All right,
Oh my God.
we've digressed long enough. See what Thomas said. Thomas said, "What is it?" Because I put a little teaser.
Okay.
I
Oh
said-
Lord, here we go.
Well, it was based off of something that I got in my email. Are you ready for the Gen I built virtual influencers?
Mhm.
You know, I already can't take influencers in general, but
Yeah.
now we got Gen AI apparently creating virtual influencers who are making more money than us humans are at this point.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean, let me. I'm gonna bring up some slides that I used. Let's see. Hopefully, I'm already got it loaded up. That I used yesterday on the CRM players. There they are. And although this is not a Stump the Godfather, you'll just.
Why do I be getting reheated stuff?
What do you mean reheated?
I get leftovers.
Well, this
This
is
is what
good.
we use yesterday.
So never mind the Stump the Godfather brought to you by Microsoft stuff. Hey, it's still good stuff. Sometimes reheated stuff is good the second day. You know, I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the setup. So posting on social media has become a lucrative business with top content creators earning millions. But there is a new trend emerging.
Is it really a new trend?
Virtual influencers. Excuse me. I didn't want to sneeze in your ear there.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Sounds like you got COVID.
These have you noticed people more and more masks are in the market? Have you noticed that?
More what?
More and more people wearing masks are back in the market again.
Yeah. They say that there's a
It's that fall
second.
season, and you know, we get that new variant coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah. You know, kids are going back to school. I
But
can
first
see.
of all, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, because your cousin was just going to just sandblast right through that. But you know, anyway, all right. So these personalities have the same presence and power as regular influencers, but they only exist in the digital world. All right, now here's where it gets interesting. Lou, and I don't even know if I'm saying this right, Lou Damagalu, a social media star in Brazil with over 6.4 million Instagram followers, was created by Brazilian retail brand Magalu. So this is one of these generated virtual influencers that a brand in Brazil created that has 6.4 million followers on their Instagram page. Now, look, the page, the picture looks kind of like a human, but it's not a human. But this thing has its own Instagram page. You see, it's posting stuff with pictures and acting like it's human and all this kind of stuff. So, and it's got 6.4 million followers already on Instagram, and this is Brazil. Now, this company, Rant Casino, this online gambling company, put together some estimates based on some of these follower numbers. And would you like to take a guess at how much money that outfit estimates this virtual influencer, Lou Damagalu, is going to make this year? Just an estimate.
$1 per follower.
So that's about 6.4 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lisa, do you want to take a guess? Let me know. What a name. I know. Well, you know, I don't know. It could mean something in Spanish, you know, or I guess Portuguese, since it's in Brazil. Take a guess. And Thomas, you cannot guess because I think you were watching yesterday's show, so you already know the answer. You are.
Is this in Brazilian dollars or US dollars?
It's US dollars, but
Okay.
but yeah, it's 6.4 million It's 6.4 million actual followers
Well,
on
we don't
on
know that,
Instagram.
but that's what they say.
So Thomas says $1,000 per post, and you're saying $1 million. What did you say? $1 million?
You said how much she gonna make in a year?
Right. And you said how much?
$1 per
$1 per follower, and he's saying 1,000 per post.
No, she's probably getting more than that per post.
Thanks a lot for not watching, Thomas. Jeez.
Probably like 10 grand a post. Easy.
All right. Well,
but anyway, give us the number.
All right. Well, Lisa, you want to get in before I move on and then show the number? Going once, going twice. All right, we're going. All right. So the actual number. Oh, wait, she put something in here.
7.5 million.
She said, oh, so she's going with 7.5. So she's, I don't know. Okay, so she's above you, but I don't have a calculator out with me. So, and how many of those followers are? Look, we're not even getting to that point yet.
Exactly.
And she's raising you, John. Okay. All right, it's time to. Yeah, it's time.
Might be a little low.
It's time for the reveal, and here it is. The actual number is $16.3 million for some made up.
Create me a avatar.
So this thing that was just generated out of thin air.
Well, not really.
Oh, yeah, really.
No, not really.
And then somehow that thing that was generated got 6.4 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, me too, Lisa. It's time.
Everybody's like, dang. See, wow, I'm about to join these anymore. I am in the wrong. Yeah, Thomas, that's what I'm saying. This is what stood out to me. Now let's go to the actual tape, so to speak. So this is, and I know it's a little hard to see. Let's see. Can I make that a full screen or something like that? Let's try that. Is that a little better to see? Anyway, so this is how they come with this number.
And you don't even have that doesn't even have the top one in there. But anyway, go ahead.
No, that is the top virtual influencer that they found.
There's another one bigger than that.
That's making the money?
Yeah, I'll find her.
All right. Lou Demagalu, the virtual influencer with 6.4 million followers, they're saying the estimated earning per post. Now, Thomas said 1,000. This is saying $16,960 per Instagram post. This is just Instagram money that we're talking about. And they're saying an average number of posts per year, 960. And that's how they get to their number of basically 16.3 million for a virtual. And it's not just Lou Demagalu. You got the Casas Bahia coming in at 8.2 million. And then there's a whole bunch of other folks.
My life is in shambles.
See, you better get that thing up on Instagram and
got to. It's time.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised at all by these numbers?
No, not really.
Really?
No. I mean, what the differentiators that they're virtual? Is that what you're saying? Because I mean, a lot of influencers are doing, 7 and 8 figures. So
yeah, no, but they're human beings. I mean,
are they? See, that's the thing.
Damn, is Kim Kardashian human? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, yes, they're but are they real? That's the difference.
Apparently, well, let's face it. Everybody that's an influencer, they're only showing you what they want you to see.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's all, fake.
But check this out about Lou. Sweet Lou. Okay. Originally focused on content such as unboxing videos and product reviews on behalf of the company.
That's cool.
But now Lou also shares her life and takes a stand on political matters, such as advocating for LGBT rights. Lou is no longer just a sales tool, but a fully fledged influencer.
So my question is, how does Lou come up with the content? Is
Wait a
it
minute. What is
generated by AI?
Wait a minute. Let's go back to the part where it says sharing her life.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is that actually her life,
Well,
or is it somebody else's life? I'm just curious.
there's a human. Well, just like all
There's a
this
human element
technology,
here.
just like all this stuff, is there has to be a human element behind it,
Right.
right?
You know, it's interesting. I wonder if how much human element there is.
Well, I
And
would.
are we at the point yet where we have actual virtual, people?
Well, I'm guessing that every time Lou does something, it creates a whole bunch of people reacting and responding to it, which provides the feed of data back into Lou to refine and produce more stuff that will attract more engagement from this audience and get more people to sign up and follow Lou that are like the folks that are already following Lou on Instagram. It's like this vicious cycle thing, right?
What's the cycle? The
It
more
creates data, then it uses that data to create more data.
Yeah, absolutely.
16 million. And the thing, this is the real interesting thing. It's going from the pure business use of trying to hawk goods to all of a sudden integrating its opinions on important issues of the day. That's why do we need us if that starts going on, right?
Why do we?
Why do you need it?
I'm just saying, you know what? I think we have trained a lot of people that follow people on social. We have they altered their images, right? Automatically. They alter. Matter of fact, I was reading this thing about this goes along with this about what's the youngest Kardashian? Kylie.
I don't know.
Not Kylie, but her sister. The other one.
Kelly,
All right, well, whatever.
Lori,
With the other Jenner, the billionaire Jenner.
oh,
But anyway,
Kendall or something like that.
okay, no, it's Kylie, because Kendall's the other one. Okay, so Kylie. So it was talking about, here's the deal, is that they have boxed themselves in somewhat because their life is so kind of transparent that they have to huge jackets on. And why do they do that? I never understood what was the fashion thing. It's because they don't want to get caught looking other than the
how they
image.
how they appear on a live stream.
Yeah, well, not even on a live stream, in a photo that they've doctored, right?
Look, are they supposed to? Are we supposed to feel sorry for them on this?
No. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. So my point is that we've become so accustomed to false narratives that to have a AI do it makes sense. I mean, we've been prepped for this. I mean,
so do you see people like them retiring from physically being all in part of all the videos and all the selfies? They're just going to rely on, they're going to generate their own virtual influencer persona or whatever.
Probably.
And we'll never see them again. Well, that's one good.
That might be a good part.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the commercials with J-Lo for you gotta look that, okay. If I find one, I have to give it to you. But she's doing this like, she's like, hi, I'm Gen AI, right? And so it's not real. She's acting like she's a fake AI, for a Virgin cruise line. And it's been some very interesting, funny stuff that they're putting together. But I'm telling you, this is the future. And these guys on picket lines right now, they playing around with their future, because I don't know if we're going to need actors like we needed them before. I just don't. I don't think the human element of, see, here it is. It's humans acting like something else. Well, we might as well have something else act like humans. Why not?
Thomas says, agree, not a big step from full on Photoshop to virtual.
Right. Yeah, that's it. Full on Photoshop.
Then something's going to be lost. You can never do 100% replacement.
Well, not yet.
Never.
Not yet.
Never.
Well, never say never, bro. There's a reason why it says never. Never say
I
never.
say never. Who's they? I don't care who they are.
Okay. Well,
I say what I say. I don't care what they say.
well, anyway.
That was good.
I can see.
What is it?
a
Lisa
future with
said
that.
true. I don't know what Lisa's saying true to. Oh, she's saying exactly Thomas. All right, let me ask you, do you feel like you can be replaced?
Can I be replaced? Absolutely.
Like 100% replaced? Like, forget it. Get out of here. We don't need you anymore.
Absolutely. To who though?
I don't know.
I don't have.
Well, you got your minions. You've got the mind melders and all those people.
Here's the thing, man, is that what's very interesting is that the emotional triggers and the things that really get humans activated, AI has learned that very well. And so it's actually better at a lot of things than a human is. So the AI John would probably be better at interacting with others than I am. Or just look at you. You're a recluse, or you don't like being around people and all that kind of stuff.
That's not
right?
necessarily the case.
Well, whatever. I've been in the same room, so I already know.
That is not necessarily the case.
Brent just disappears in a conversation.
I just like space. That's all.
Yeah, but see, your AI wouldn't need that because it wouldn't bother the AI, so it could interact in your stead.
It can't be me.
Well, God forbid anything's trying to be. It really could be better. It could easily be better.
Nah, it can't be better than this view, this image, this quality I've got.
Which is definitely AI enhanced. No, if y'all see his ass in real life.
Anyway, I just find this stuff it's amazing how maybe the most amazing part of this is the 6.4 million people who follow and interact with, like, it's a person. It feels like that's what they're interacting like it's a person.
Well, I mean, I would like to let's just check their credentials. So the top 10, it's what's her name?
Oh, Lou DeMagaloo. Oh, you want me to bring that back up?
Or just spell it.
Let's see. I'll bring it back up. Lou DeMagaloo.
Ludo, right?
LU space DO space.
All right, so let's do this. Let's go to Lou DeMagaloo. All right, 6 million followers on Instagram. Yes. Okay. See this. Okay. Some of it.
It's acting like it's a person.
Well, no, that's not what I look for. What I really look for on Instagram, is how many people respond to your post, because that really gives you the honest influencer reach. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, you can go viral on one of your things and get a whole lot of people. They start following you. But then after that, it doesn't take a whole lot to be a quote follower. You just push a button.
But I think once you, I'm guessing this is the same as like Kim Kardashian, or what was that, Paris Hilton? Like they would tweet stuff, and it would you'll get like 100,000 retweets, and a percentage of those retweets would lead to actual things being bought. And I guess that's where the estimate is coming in with Lou.
Yeah, but let me just share. Can I share?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let me see if I can share just to show you what I am looking at, to give you some perspective, and then we talk about this part. Let me do. Wait a second. It doesn't let me share.
Yeah, it'll let you share, and then I'll have
Present. Oh, okay.
present whatever. Yeah,
That's what it
and
is.
then
All right.
I'll put it up on the screen here.
All right. And I'm going to present this window. Is that what you do? Present a window?
Yeah,
I
or a
want
tab
a
or something.
tab. Okay, I want a tab. All right. Oh, but if I do one tab, I want multiple tabs.
Well, then do your whole
And
browser or
screen. All
something.
right, just do this. Just do the window, the screen.
Yeah.
All right. Just ignore all my other tabs.
Just make sure
Who cares? They're mine.
we're a family friendly show here.
What family? All right, so guys, here is the Lou DiMaglio, whatever person, right? She's got 6.4 million followers. Got it? Here's Kim Kardashian. She has 363 million followers. That's a big difference. Okay, maybe I should find somebody else.
That's ridiculous. She's got more followers than people in the United States.
Right. Yeah, there's 300 million people in the United States. I wonder if I should find somebody else.
How the hell does she get?
But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't
That
take.
makes
But
no
let's do this.
How many
So
of
here's-
those are bots?
So let's do this though. Just put what she's 10 times. What is she?
20 times.
20 times. All right, 20 times. All right. So here's the deal though. 6 million followers. Look at her posts, right? When you hover over the post, it tell you how many people interacts.
Not
400,
That's-
191,
that's
51.
nothing.
But of course, those top rows are the most recent. We go
Right.
down
Yeah, go
840. Here's one that went viral,
23.
25K, 1,000, 200, 800, 4,000. You know what I'm saying? It's not like overwhelming amounts.
But they're enough.
I mean, they are enough, but I mean, I wouldn't get, what I don't get pumped on is the number of followers. It's the number of interactions. And of course, like we always say, who interacts? Because, like, if she puts up this thing with the bubble thing and they buy it, that makes sense. Or that makes, make it work. That makes it work, right? But look at Kim Kardashian. Although, like we said, it's 20%, but when she puts something up, 600,000, 195,000, 1.9 million, 4.2 million. You see what I'm saying? She's got active followers where other ones, they might buy those followers. They could be.
Well, but still, when you look at it from a percentage of 365 million, that's just like a million likes for about 365 million is what, less than like 0.3%. That's
Absolutely, but it's not 430 on a 6 million.
I'm guessing the percentages aren't that far away.
I don't know. They could be. That's why I said I wanted to check something else. But even if when we say, 363 million, the reality of it is it's about 1 million followers. Maybe on average, she's probably doing 700,000 or 800,000. That's really the real number. Well, I don't know. She's got some numbers.
Oh, that's right. Lou, yeah. Sorry.
3, 1.8.
Lou is 6, not 16. So yeah, that's 50. 50 to 51 ratio.
50%.
Actually, more.
But I mean, do the numbers.
It's 60 because she's 360.
I mean, just do the numbers. Divide one into the other for 1%, and then another one we get the percentage of.
Well, no.
But even if what I'm saying is when we go, oh, you got 6 million followers, it's like, yeah, but nobody cares.
Well,
they followed because something happened. They saw a story. They thought it was cool. And
but you also have to take into account. I mean, you probably who is she like Kardashian? Is she like the top? Has the number of followers the most of anybody?
She is close.
I mean, it's kind of hard to. Yeah, it's kind of hard.
It's probably her or one of her sisters.
It's kind of hard to compare them to anybody.
I'm not really comparing them. I'm showing that no matter what your number is, that's not the number of people that actually follow you. That's just people that press the button.
Yeah, but when you got 6.4 million,
I'm not that impressed. I want to see how many.
Oh, so everybody has to have 360 million? I mean, come on. You won't be impressed by anybody but a handful of people.
No, I'm saying, look, she's got 400 people, 500 people. This one time she got 25,000, 800, 200. That's how many people's following her. Really. That's all I'm saying.
So, well, but I guess like if she had 60 times the followers, that number would probably be close to 60 times bigger, which would
Okay, it
be,
would be, but
which
it's still
would,
not. It's not. If you did 60 times 6 million, it
but let's,
still wouldn't make that
but
number
we're
60
still
times
talking
6
about
million.
a thing that was just generated versus this Kardashian stuff that's been around for the like
But that's
25 years.
She's generated too.
Yeah, but she's been around for 25 years. Her and whole clan, all of them like her.
Well, it didn't work for you when I was staying 25 years for Beyonce, but now Kardashian. Anyway, I'm teasing. But
yeah, that was a bad one.
But
I don't know.
Anyway, I mean, it's interesting. It's on its move. It's coming. I think that the people are really. We're ready for it. Let's go. I'm ready.
We're ready for it.
Absolutely, I'm ready. I'll follow.
I don't think the world
if
is
it's
ready for that
interesting
stuff.
enough, I'll follow it. I don't care whether.
No,
It's,
really.
Yeah.
What makes you interested today versus previous years in following somebody or something on social?
if it piques my interest, if it makes me think, if it gives me value, then it doesn't really matter to me if it's a human or if it's a robot.
Really?
No, not really. I'm not. I'm agnostic when it comes to robots. Because I'm not going to be.
Let me ask you this: you go to a lot of concerts. What are you? Why do you like going to concerts?
I like the experience, the live experience
of what?
Everything, the music, the production, the dancers, the whole thing, everything that's there, the performance of the music.
So would you go to a concert if
Nope.
AI was performing?
Nope.
So there's one place then finally that.
But we're talking about just following somebody online.
No, I'm talking about the overall experience is part of the equation.
You know how they had the hologram thing. I've never been, but at some point they were talking about doing hologram tours of dead artists. That would probably never get my money.
So there are areas that you don't think you could use this stuff to replace?
For me personally, that would not work for me. I remember when Prince did Musicology, the first concert in LA, he had it. What do you call it?
Programmed?
Where you go to the movie theater and watch it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so we went to the movie theater to see that. What was it called? I can't remember what it was called. But that's what they used to do. The boxing matches, you go and watch them, right? They live feed it all the way through,
right?
And it was an event. It was fun because he was coming back and doing a big concert.
Oh, you did like a closed circuit?
Yeah, it was closed circuit. That's
yeah,
right. So he closed circuited the concert around the country at the same time. And so, we went and a lot of people came and they were dressed up like they were going to the show. And it was okay. It was kind of fun, but it wasn't the same. Or if you got people that do, Vegas shows that are imitators. It's okay, but it's just, I don't know, something about it just doesn't, it's just not the same.
No, I totally agree. That's just one aspect. Now, can movies do?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so you have the connection, the emotional connection you have to seeing live music being created does not translate over to like movies or
because they're fake people doing fake things anyway.
Fake people doing fake things.
Yeah, I mean they're an actor acting.
Darren Buckner, first of all, thank you for joining us. Have you ever been to the MJ show in Vegas? Have you? I'm sure you have, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know which one he's talking about, but are you talking about the Cirque du Soleil show? Yes, I have been to that. That
Is
was
that like
fantastic.
and that's with the fake people, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they're not doing at least the Cirque du Soleil. It's Cirque du Soleil to Michael Jackson's music, and they're doing the they're kind of reproducing the videos somewhat with with the acts. I mean, but you're sitting there and you're watching aerialists doing aerialist things and trampoline artists doing the trampoline thing. So yeah, that I like. That's adding another dimension. And even so I think I know where he's going because they have that part where it's like the Michael Jackson hologram in it. It works okay, but it's only a small part of that. So it kind of gives you that feel, but I couldn't do a whole
But you
show.
ain't going there for that.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
just a
going there.
throw in.
Yeah, yeah, I know where you're going. It's definitely impressive. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, the hologram stuff is very impressive. I just, it's just,
Thomas says, "Look at Avatar. It is mostly virtual."
yeah, it is, isn't it? That's
I
a good
did.
point.
You know what? You're totally right, and
That's a
that's
good point.
that
Although they do have
storyline
actors.
was so secondary to all the tech stuff to me because that storyline is something as old as the hills. The only thing new about that was the technology. So the technology became the star. Now the second Avatar,
Mhm.
I'm sure it didn't do nearly as well as the first one. First of all, it was like
Did pretty
13 years,
well.
13 years between
It
the
did
two.
pretty well considering it
Yeah, but
came
the
off
first
of.
one broke all the records. It's like,
Yeah, but I mean, we were in the last bit of COVID too, and I mean,
but I'm so that even more so favors the first one because
yeah, the first one did
we weren't
way
shut
more.
in for the first one. This one, when the technology is the show as opposed to a story, a really good meaty story that utilizes technology to tell it versus the technology basically being the only reason to go. I'm more in terms of the former than the latter.
Okay, well,
I love the
Let's go to
technology.
Toy Story.
Okay,
I mean, cartoons. I'd watch cartoons freaking all the time.
but
They're fake.
absolutely. Look, I grew up on cartoons,
Exactly.
but I knew they were cartoons, and I knew they were. You don't see the people; you just watch the cartoon. There's a difference there, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's some difference, but I'm like, I guess I don't like, you know what? I don't like being, uh, uh, I don't like being, what do you call it? I can't, my brain has just went
Sold
crazy.
too.
No, I don't want to be lied to. If it's fake, tell me it's fake.
Oh, but a
Don't
lot of
try to
these folks.
pretend like it's real.
But that's what they want. That's what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do.
No, not with this, not with this. Everybody knows that this is an AI person
Well, that.
that's following it. The
Well, yeah, but
influencer.
I think that's a little
It's
different.
in
I
their
don't know.
profile.
Yeah, like I said, I think that's a little different because it's coming out the box. The I don't know. I think for a creation of music or for like I think it was you who mentioned something about there's some sort of a service that says it creates like new Prince material based on old Prince material, of which I have absolutely no interest in because I know it wasn't Prince that created it. That's part of the deal with this for me. It's I've watched so much and see how he does things. That's part of the experience, just like you were saying about going to these concerts. It's not just the sound that comes out, it's the whole how was it created? How did he do this? How did he know to layer in that? That's part of me looking at the genius of Prince and
Yeah,
being
but I
able
could
to
enjoy a
do that.
song that's trash.
Not only if you don't say it's a Prince creation,
Yeah, exactly.
and I'll be like, well, you listen to that. I'll just listen to the real Prince over here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a lot of people gravitating towards that either.
Let's see, what is Thomas saying? Imagine the Cirque with roboters doing the artistic parts. Yeah, that would be interesting for like a minute or
For
so.
a minute, yeah. It has its novelty.
Yeah, and then once it, unless it
Like you
drops.
said, the Tupac
Yeah, that got us for like what,
for a
a
minute,
day or
right?
two.
Right. And then now, if there was like 10 of those every week, I would not be interested.
Well, it's like, you know, all there from a human perspective, like there's Tupac, there's Kobe. You got to let them go. You can't try to do this replication stuff because what kind of draws us to these folks is their humanity. If you try to, I don't know, I'm not down with them trying to replicate somebody to the point where you're trying to make us believe that we don't need them or we don't really miss them because they're still here. They're not. That
That's
thing
not going to
is
work.
not there.
Or at least that's not going to work on us.
No.
Two, 3 generations from now, I'm not going to say it won't
Wow.
work.
Wow.
2, 3 generations, they might be looking for that.
Well, I think going back to the employee thing, I think there are some companies who are absolutely looking for that. They want that. They do want to have something that gets work done more efficiently and less expensively than the current batch of humans.
No, that's why I say the movie and TV artists that are on strike they better watch their back.
Have you seen anything, any movie or show content that was completely generated on Gen AI or whatever that has captured your attention? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's not there yet. It's not ready yet. But if you go back, here's the thing that freaks me out. If you go back a year ago and look at what a generated image in Midjourney looked like versus what a generated image in Midjourney looks like this year, that gives you an idea of how rapid the technology advances. So, yes, today it's still kind of, pixelated, or it moves funny, or it's got funny looking hands. You know what I'm saying? But a year from now, 2 years from now, you will not be able to tell the difference. This today is the worst it'll ever be.
Well, I will say this. I think marketers are in trouble.
Why would marketers be in trouble?
Because it's the content, like you're saying, marketing. What percentage of marketing is now really driven by content? It's like content and analytics for the most part, right? I mean, there's things that you need to capture people's attention, and more. Like I'll tell you what,
noise.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of noise,
Mhm.
but because there's a lot of stuff being generated and created, and I think how many people are moving from all right now we were looking at mass producing and trying to figure out ways to create more with less. So we've already hit that, and all that has done is create more stuff that people are trying to block out because there's just so much you can take in. You only have so much attention to give to.
Yeah, but
anything.
we do consume way more stuff than we had in the past.
We have, but going back to your original point of, well, there's followers and then there's actual interactions when you do stuff. There's a lot of stuff and we might be consuming it, but how much are we actually fully consuming to the point of it actually converts? I think we take in a lot of stuff surface level, trying to find things that we can go deep in. And even all the stuff at the surface is taking more time away from our ability to go deep.
Well, you know what? I think also people are not as equipped to go deep anymore. So everything's surface level with them a lot of times anyway.
Well, that's why while all this content and all these tools for creating content and I mean, we're all guilty of using them because we're trying to figure out the most efficient, effective, cost-effective, time-effective way to push our stuff out. And all of us are doing it because all these tools are very easy to use. The thing that is becoming the most important are filters. I want filters more than I want content. right at this point, because there's no shortage of content. I need filters because I want to get to the good stuff as soon and as quickly as possible. And I think right now
Okay.
there's too much thought and effort going into the content
guess what?
creation tools and not the filter tools.
But guess what? The AI is really good at helping you filter.
It's okay.
No, it's really good.
It's okay.
It's really good, bro.
How do you know it's really good?
Because it's in your freaking Gmail.
No, that just got in. I don't know. Some of that stuff just gets in. It's not as good as it needs to be. It's not as good a filter as it needs to be.
Okay, but I'm saying we use that all the time. It's already filtering stuff in our Gmail.
But how much of the stuff
some
that
of it goes to one tab, some of it goes to another tab.
Yeah, but how much of it overall do you actually look at? Even with the filtering that's going on, I don't
look at I'm saying most of the stuff that gets filtered out, I don't look at. I don't.
Oh, but the stuff that makes it in should make it in.
Yeah, but it's so much less of that stuff than if I didn't.
But it's still distracting. I still need better filters. I still need more focus on that.
More organization.
I'll go with organization, but I filters and organization, because right now the game is still so slanted to creation and trying to get through the doors.
But that's not going to change.
But it needs to change because
I'm just saying there's not you're not going to pay more attention. I can't make you as
right. I need better. You're right. You're totally right. But that ain't stopping people from trying, because guess what?
Absolutely.
These tools make it so easy and painless to throw stuff at us that it's going to continue. It's like
a zero-sum game, isn't it?
It's like, you remember when email marketing, when people were like, oh, just blast, because I don't know what part is going to get through, but if I get enough names and numbers, I'll just blast them, and then the remnants of good conversion will come through, because it doesn't cost them much to do the blasting. Right now, it's probably costing people less to do the content creation than ever before.
And we lived through that.
Yeah, but this is like a new game. The
scale. But you know what? I agree. But I really believe if we look at what happened in the past, I think email's a great one. Email's a great one, where it's like a blast, and all of a sudden we got the ability to do more and more with these tools and blasting. We, as humans, survived that. It didn't overwhelm us, and we're going to survive this too, even though there's going to be more people creating more crap.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you only have so much capacity to handle crap.
Even good stuff. You can't read every good thing out there.
Nope. I miss a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. I think that's the challenge with all of this. It's not, it's so easy to create. It's how do we actually, like you said earlier, who cares about followers? It's the engagement. If you have 1 million followers and you get like 10 retweets versus somebody who have 500 followers and gets like 2 or 3 or 4.
No, if you get 500 followers and 500 retweets, now you're the winner.
Well, now you're paying for it, because I don't see anybody with that ratio.
That would be great, though, boy.
That would be awesome. But that would really mean that whatever system you have is working.
It's
because you might want to find more people like that 500, but you got the engagement that people would die for.
Yes.
And people who have millions of followers can't get, for the most part. But if you're able to build something like that, and I think that's where another thing that people don't focus on enough is that, everybody, like you said, is so focused on the top line number, oh, wow. Remember when people were like, oh, how many followers you got? That was like the first thing that people would be asking you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's going on now. I don't know. I try to tune all that stuff out, but that's not the thing to be asking. And you don't even have to ask. You can see if somebody is that they get this great response from the things that they do, or great interaction from the stuff that they put out there versus, oh wow, well this guy's got 6 million followers, so it's got to be, we need to talk to him.
Well, it's another problem too. Is there's like people that follow these kind of, especially if you're doing content that's, good content, business content or whatever, you get a lot of followers that are never going to invest in your offer or whatever it is you're doing. They're just there for the free stuff. So we've created this whole nother level of people that are just there for the free stuff.
Yeah, that's all. I think that's partially because we've been taught to try to get as big a following as possible and figure out the rest later.
I mean, we didn't know what we were doing.
Well, but I think people are afraid of being very upfront and tactical about who they want to engage and why they want to engage, because if you do that, then you really siphon off,
right.
But that's the best way to, potentially the better way to go about it if you're thinking about engagement over the number.
Some people, you know what? Trust and believe. Some people, the number does a lot for their personal. Yep. It's very ego driven.
Yeah. Oh, I know. When people introduce themselves and the first thing he says, my name is so-and-so, I have X and X number of followers.
Do people still say that though?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Even if they don't say it verbally.
Yeah. There's an inference there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if I don't know, hey, the deal is that used to be the thing that they would say. Now what they say is I'm a social influencer.
Or if you're Lou, I'm a virtual
social influencer. Yay, Lou.
Good old Lou. I'm gonna get
to
working
wrap this up.
Yeah,
I'm good with Lou.
I'm gonna get my own Lou.
Yeah, you should. You honestly should get something to replace you.
You wouldn't know what to do with your Friday afternoons if I wasn't around here.
That's true too. That's true too.
I'm sure Lou ain't gonna argue like humans do.
Hey, we didn't do much arguing today.
So not today.
Today was a pretty mellow day.
Next week,
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. Well, that was still a fun one. Lou made our show today. So
yep. Very good. Thank you, Thomas, Darren, Lisa.
And cousin Lisa. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys chiming in.
Yep. And we will see you next week. And have a great weekend. And if you're out in Southern California, and hope things don't get out of hand. Because those hurricanes,
You know what? That's kind of crazy. I'm on the way to Vegas, and I'm going to get some hurricane stuff. It's going to be raining.
Yeah, I heard it's going to be raining a whole lot.
I know. That's crazy. It's going to be weird to be in Vegas with the rain. That is going to be very strange.
Well, just bring you an umbrella.
Yeah, well, it's Vegas. You don't even have to go outside if you don't want to.
Oh, that's true, too.
So.
All right. Well, in the meantime, have a great weekend. And
deuces.